Good morning, passengers, and welcome to Dave's Awesome Airport, now featuring on-site parking for your convenience. When parking at Dave's Awesome Airport, please make a vague attempt to park like a normal person. Thank you for choosing Dave's Awesome Airport. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, back with some more SimAirport, where I've got big plans and small plans. Big plans and small plans. I've been having a look at our build area that we've got right now, just kind of checking out what the future may bring for Dave's Awesome Airport here. Nothing really we can do down here. Very, very tiny amount of space down here. Nothing going on here until we learn how to build or buy other plots of land, in which case that might become handy. But over here, we've got a lot of buildable space here. I'm having a thought, a long-term thought, about a second runway to run down here. And then some more gates along here. And then all of this area here would be the terminal, would be the actual airport thing. So with that in mind, I wanted to start that plan with something very, very simple, like a fence. Now, I have no idea if this is actually going to pan out or not, but I'm going to block off this area like this. I'm going to take this whole thing all the way along here until I reach the end of the build area and basically make everything past that point a secure area. It's probably going to take them more than a little while to build all of this. I have, as usual, let a few game days go by just so we can build up a little bit of money. So we've got something to do around here rather than just watching the planes come in and out. I'm seeing, again, bit of a bottleneck around the ticketing kiosks. Boy, people do love those. They absolutely do. How about, let's do this. Give me a zone for ticketing. And I want to just bring this out like that. And then I'm going to put one more each of these back and forth there. So objects and ops, ticketing kiosks, get me to that, please. Let's put another one there and another one down there. That should help free those people up a little bit. And then I'm going to shift some zones around too. Get me to drop-offs here. Where does drop-offs live? Under D, Dave. It's alphabetical, you moron. Let's put this up here. And then I want to shave off this area down here. I don't think we need quite that big a drop-off zone. It seems a little extreme. Okay, then I want to move storage and deliveries all up here. All right, maybe it's not as attractive to have your delivery zone literally right in front of the front door, but it's the way it's going to be. Oh, bright and early the next morning, and I've reconfigured the fence a little bit here, so it's got this little cutout here. Mostly I'm just going to mess around with some roads. I want to see if we can bring this road in a circle around here, and then put some parking spots here. People could drive their car to the airport. That's probably a heck of a lot nicer than taking the bus, although I bet that garage parking is going to cost you quite a bit. I've also had to designate out a new office, or at least the foundation for a new office. Anyway, let's go ahead and get that zoned out as an office, and then we'll drop the office-y things in there. So a desk and a chair, that's all they need in there. I say that's all they need. I'm going to pretty the place up a little bit because of course I am. Why don't you have some nice floor in there, and then you can have a slightly different floor, VP of Finance, and then you over here, you could have a nice carpet. This is just going to look delightful. Now, back to the idea, seeing as I've got these people hired, of actually researching things. So you, my VP of Finance, you finished lower income tax. Now, this is the one I wanted right here. Lower property tax. Every time we make this airport bigger, we're paying more for it. It's going to cost me $62,000 to do that. That's just a ridiculous amount of money. But over the very, very long term, hopefully, that's going to pay for itself. So, ouch, that one hurt. Lower property tax, there we go. Now, who's going to be in the next office? Operations, give me gate control, land expansion. It's just what I was talking about earlier. Light rail. That I have been advised in the comments I should really get on sooner rather than later. Because it's going to reduce traffic congestion, which is good. Multi-lane access changes my airport entrance and exit to 2-lane roads, so more people can get in and out of here. And multiple drop-off and pickups. That would be good. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Ooh, I like the look of this. I really like the look of operations. What are my other options? Technology I've already done. I just need to hire somebody for it. Security, bag hubs, fuel ports. We could start selling the planes fuel and making some money that way. What's over on the other side here? What do we got? Escalators. Yeah, we're going to need a second floor at some point. Maintenance, what do you do? Fine-tuning the maintenance options. Okay. One-way paths, taxiways. I think we got to go over and look at operations. I think this has got the most bang for our buck here. All right, let's see what, if anything, I can do with a road. All right. Roads have been mildly fidgety to me. So here's the deal. I run a side game of this in my own time, and it's my experimental game. I just kind of mess around with things, and more often than not, fail. And like, okay, I'll go back into the recorded game, and I'll try and figure it out there once I've figured out all the horrible things that I'm doing wrong. But I'm going to give a shot at roads. The only thing that I've failed at before, apart from the fact that these are crazy expensive, Dave, is that they need to... Oh, thank you for that autosave. Now I got to draw my road again. Is that they need to terminate at a despawn point, which I can only assume is out here. It's the end of the road. I'm going to let them build that bit, and then I'm going to come back when I've got a little bit more money, and we'll finish this out with the idea of putting parking spots all along the side here. So speaking of the side game that I run in my own time, I realized where I was failing and not understanding with the second gate. So I spent all of that money to upgrade our runway and lengthen it so I could get in larger planes. Now for that, I needed the larger gate. And when I was playing this in my own time, I was looking at the gate, and I put down a gate, and I was very, very happy with the gate, and then the gate didn't work. So I put in Aircraft Gate L. Now what I didn't see with Aircraft Gate L, it's right in front of my face, but I didn't see it, requires a door to the terminal on floor 2. So you enter and exit this plane on the second floor. What I wanted to put down was Aircraft Gate L remote. That can be on the ground floor. What I am very likely to do at some point today is destroy this gate and put in the large gate instead. That is going to cost me a heck of a lot of money in canceling all of these flights because they're all going to have to go. Obviously, they won't have a gate to land in, but I could make that up by having larger planes, which is what I wanted in the first place. Okay, I just spent all of my money on finishing out that road, so this thing better darn well work when it's done. I'm going to chill and let basically a day go by. That'll boost up our money nicely. And then have a think about, well, putting in the parking spots, which, as I recall, are actually not inexpensive. That is structures, if I remember correctly. They're not terrible. They're $7.50 a piece, but I'm going to want to put in a few of them. Yeah, we're going to need to let some planes come in and out of Dave's awesome airport and get some money back. Well, it's the middle of the night. The maintenance guys are going around fixing things. They're going in, they're grabbing some tools from the tool chest. They're going out, they're doing whatever they need to do. They're getting their deliveries moved around. I'm just going to experiment with a few parking spots and see what happens. Hopefully, this is going to work the way I want it to work. So what if we did a few of these like this and then called it a day? And then actually put a few on the other side down here just so I make sure these work. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to see. People are driving their cars in. They're all terrible at parking. Not one of these people can do head-on parking. These are all over the place. Wow. You guys are awful at parking, but it works. That's the important part. All right, let's get some more of these in here then. And no one is more surprised than me that I actually drew this out so that it perfectly meets the parking spots. I can get just a perfect number in there without any gaps. I don't like to have any gaps. Okay, probably chill on that, Dave, because you've got like $1,000 left. And there's like no money. So let's not park any more cars today. Yeah, first few planes come in and we are doing just fine for some extra cash right now. So let's keep this train a-rolling here. Get me some more parking spots in here. This will fill up very, very nicely. It's nice to be able to drive your car to the airport rather than having to take a bus. You don't want to haul luggage on the bus. Nobody likes that. And let's just pretty up the parking lot here a little bit. How about some trees lived in here like this? Maybe one of those. And one all the way in here. Oh, this is going to be good stuff. Passengers are going to appreciate this. Show me a parking spot. Wait, I can charge? I actually had no idea you could charge for these. I thought they were primarily just for convenience. How much can I charge? Quite a bit. How much can I really charge? I could charge $20 an hour to park your car here. Oh, hello. All right, let's not go nuts. Let's see if anyone will fly in here, or rather drive in here to fly out at $2.50 an hour. Now, does that apply to every... Yes, it does. Okay, so it applies to every single parking spot is now making $2.50 an hour. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, if I'd known I could charge for parking. I had no idea you could charge for parking. I thought this was just going to, like, boost up our passenger satisfaction. Like, yay, we can drive to Dave's Awesome Airport. And now you can drive to Dave's Awesome Airport and pay $2.50 an hour for the privilege of doing so. Yep, more parking, please. $2.50 an hour. More parking. Thank you. I can't quite get it in there. I actually may reconfigure this fence again now that I'm looking at it. Because you know what would be great here is if we had another entrance, like right in here. Just a small door is all I'll be able to fit in there. But people could come from the parking lot and go right in without having to walk all the way around the pickup zone here and go in that way. Oh, this is... Now, did you apply? Yep, you're $2.50 an hour. Every one of these cars. $2.50 an hour. Not one of you can park properly, but you're paying for it. I mean, $2.50 an hour for an airport is an amazingly good rate. I mean, I know what it costs to park at the airport where we live, and it ain't $2.50 an hour, I'll tell you that right now. It's more like the $20 an hour thing. So this is a really good deal for the passengers here. Only $2.50 an hour. I really hope your vacation is like 2 weeks long. Okay, so I just saw $55 in transportation positive pop up. I assume that's the parking lot. $55 in transportation, so not like a crazy amount of money, but that could keep going up. You know what? How do you guys feel about maybe $3.50 an hour? How about that? $3.50 an hour. No, open the parking lot. Yeah, $3.50 an hour for that. Let's see if that'll go. You know, with a little reconfiguring of zones again and fences, I could probably get something similar going up here. But I've got to think long term about my dreaded nemesis, the thing that I fear, the thing that is already making me sweat even now, the underground baggage. Because that's going to have, like, stuff over here, so I don't want to lock myself out of there or end up having to dismantle a lot of things. Alright, maybe I'll just leave that area clear for now, and then we can look long-term at expanding our land and just going berserk on parking. I wish I could squeeze some stuff into here. That would be nice. Just one row of parking spots in here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get a road and the parking spot squeezed in there. Good morning, passengers, and welcome to Dave's Awesome Airport, now featuring on-site parking for your convenience. When parking at Dave's Awesome Airport, please make a vague attempt to park like a normal person. Thank you for choosing Dave's Awesome Airport. Okay, so now I've got a traffic jam. I did not anticipate that. Now people are getting backed up in here. Okay, the popularity of my parking lot may work to my detriment, not to my favor. That's got to be annoying people. It's got to be making people sad that they're stuck in traffic trying to get out. Okay, I can kind of have a think about that long term and maybe open up a secondary road. Be great. Okay, if I got a road going down here and then over... I can make all of this work. I just can't make all of this work right now because I don't own that land. Speaking of owning land, probably about time we hired the guy for the thing to do the thing here. So manage admin. Who's vacant? The COO and the CTO. Which one did I want? I think I wanted operations. Was that what the one I was kind of looking for there? Come here. Yeah, operations. I want a COO. I want a coup, as it were. All right, give me one coup, please. 12.5 grand to hire you. When you get here, you can actually start working for a living. All right, you, VP of Finance, you have probably long ago finished your research on getting us lower property taxes, right? Yep. Could do the next one, but that's going to gut my money. And I'd like to kind of have a think about moving on my take down the old small gate, put up the new large gate sooner rather than later. I mean, I invested all of that money and time into the longer runway. It's a shame that we're not using it. Again, though, I'm going to get crippled in cancellations for those planes. Now, while all of this is ticking along, I've been having a look at some of the other government grants. Now, this will make some people very nervous and sweaty, but I'm looking at the investments part of this. Because a lot of this is just taking a loan and paying it off and taking a loan and paying it off. Now, loans are a very slippery slope around the wee hours. I'm really, really good at taking them. I'm not as good as paying them off, but we're not doing that bad in Dave's Awesome Airport. The money is here to be made. We're profiting about $33K each day. And if I go through with my wreck the old gate, put a larger gate in so we can get larger planes, which means more passengers, we may be doing even better. In fact, looking at my money now, slow it down, SimAirport. I think I'm in a position to do this. I think we're going to do this. In fact, you know what? Throw it into pause mode, SimAirport. I got to have a look at things here. I would have to cancel every single one of these flights. And that is not and it's going to make everybody super sad. Super, super sad. I know. I'm sorry, WestJet. I'm sorry, Atlantic International. Starflight, I loved you more than everyone except Aerostar. I actually love them. Okay. All of our flights are gone. Now, dismantle this. What do I have to do to dismantle it? Well, any flight scheduled. Okay, well, that's going to be for like 3 seconds because I just canceled everything. Okay, apparently there was one last flight coming in that was, I guess, sort of in transit. So, understandably, I can't tell them to just go away and go to another airport. All right, when that's gone, I should be able to dismantle this. Wait till... Yep, they just left. All right, a little bit slower now. Wait, why can I not... It's probably the whole day. It's probably the whole day. We've got flights coming in all day, and we can't tell them, please find another airport. We're trying to demolish this gate. Okay, well, we'll just let it run for a little bit. Okay, last flight out. Let's... Whew, this one's going to hurt. Get that dismantled, guys. I want to put in the large gate. Get some bigger planes in here. It's probably going to take you a while to get all of this done. But and we won't get any flights in tomorrow because it takes about a day for them to kind of get on board with things. So, large gate, remote, right? This is the one I want, right? Yes, okay. Let's get that to live right here. Okay, it's in. Let's see if I can make all of this work. So, assign that to that. And everybody get... Thank you. Thank you. Everybody go away. Stop looking at things. And assign you to you. Okay, everybody go away and stop looking at things. Those are assigned. Now, door must be reachable. Okay. Requires a door on the ground floor. Okay, you got a door right there. Do you not like that door? Must be assigned to a remote bus pickup. Really? Okay, I may have horribly done this. I should have experimented more with this. Okay, hang on. And the remote gate cannot be placed against a terminal. Okay, back it off. Cancel everything. Tear this down. I'm not going to start trying to rework this right now. So this could go like up here. Wait, maybe it could just go right here. Can it just go right here? Is that a thing? And then the remote bus pickup, I would assume, would go right by the door. Let me look at this again. Reachable from one assigned gate agent desk. The door must be reachable. Well, there's a door behind the gate agent desk. Requires a door to the terminal. We've got that. Remote gate. Okay. Let me take this whole thing down and start all over again. Okay, progress is being made. I've got almost all of this to work. So, the remote bus stop by the door. That works fine. Road over to the gate. The only thing I'm missing now is one functional hangar with an apron bus. I guess you need a lot of aprons. I have no idea what an apron bus is. I can only assume it's a bus for transporting aprons in high volume. However, I can probably make that happen. I don't know if I can make it happen immediately. I'm a little shy on money, but we can work in that direction. All right, just enough in to get a small hangar, and it only just needs to be connected here somewhere. I don't think it has to be over here, but I'll put it over there anyway, just for fun. Now, here's the thing with this. If this all works, which is my My ultimate experiment for today is, can I get one big plane to come in and out of this gate? That's my goal. If I can, I might just tear the whole thing down. All right. One apron bus, please. Yeah, one of them. Okay, do you work now? No scheduled flights, but that's fine. Not assigned to a baggage depot. Yeah, we don't do that. We're not into that right now. Okay, here we go. Can I get one large flight? That's all, just one. This is just an experiment at this point. Who's got a nice big plane for me? You do. You've got a nice B707, and it says, I can accept this. Okay, I'm just doing one for right now. There's a reason for this. So WestJet 4443 here should be coming in. It's got an arrival time of 6:40. That's coming up very, very soon. I am really just hanging out here to see if it works. Is that it? That's got to be it. You just rolled right over the bus, but it works. There's your apron bus that you just rolled right over. Okay, so you swing in, you get all the peoples. Wow, there's a lot of peoples. And then you go to the road. I probably should have put the apron bus thing over here. And then you drop everybody off. Okay, it works. It technically works. And then you park there and you get some more peoples. And they go to the new big, huge plane over here. Great. All right. So I have, through no fault of my own, figured out how to make all of that work. And it's really just checking off the boxes that they tell you to check off. But that's not the point of this story. The point of this story is I know around the channel we expect a certain degree of inefficiency, incompetence, and, I don't know, good-natured malarkey. But even for me, this is so badly inefficient. It makes no sense. None at all. This just became dead space. I had a perfectly good functional gate here, and this just became completely dead space with a road smack dab in the middle of it. So with making that gate work, that's expanded my big plan. All right, I had a big plan, and now it's bigger. Here's what I want to do. I don't know if I'll be able to get it all done in the next one, but here's my plan. Starts with getting rid of these two restrooms and making a larger security area up here. Maybe double the amount of security stuff that we've got. Then everyone can funnel into the terminal right here. This is all getting destroyed. This is out of here. No, we're not having any of this. I want to put the small gate back. The small gate was working out just fine. And we made a lot of money with two small gates going all day. And I bet you I could squeeze in some more planes. And then reconfigure the large gate. I'm going to keep the large gate. We're just not going to do anything with it right now. Reconfigure the large gate. Extra foundation over here. And then over here, we'll put the gate desks and all of that stuff in the bus depot and that to get you onto the large gate. This is my plan. So we're going to expand out this way. Make this sort of the large gate area where you wait. Two small gates here. Bigger security area, maybe another ticketing desk. That wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, and some more of those kiosks. I am going to let this run for a few game days. When we come back to SimAirport, hopefully, we're going to be doing some pretty massive expansions around here. And we might investigate just kind of blazing through this finance thing, because if that's just taking loans and paying them back, I think with 2 and then 3 active gates, that's not going to be a problem. I think, yeah, big expansion. That's what we're doing. Let the game run for a few days. We're not making a heck of a lot of money right now. That's the thing, because with just one gate, we're only about 10K profitable. What I will very likely do between now and then is when you guys come back to SimAirport, I'm going to have the small gate back up and running and fill that with flights, just so we've got a lot of money coming in. And then when we come back, we'll look at the expansion, we'll look at the security expansion, and we'll look at reconfiguring this large gate so it actually makes sense. Because again, even for me, this is horribly inefficient. Absolutely terrible. We've got dead space that could be making us a lot of money. We're making $3.50 an hour on parking. Let's make sure we're making more on flights. That is where we will call it on SimAirport for today. Guys, do please keep the comments coming in. Keep the tips and the tricks coming in. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's go. I'm going to go embrace my fate. I'm going to go give fate a big old hug. Just walk up and tongue kiss fate.
Robot, how do we rescue you? I don't know how to rescue you. I'm also not sure I ever knew you were a woman. Citizens Tropco, everything is under control. This is not a fire. This is not a fire. This is an aggressive urban redevelopment program. Bugs are inherently stupid, and they get in places and they can't get out. You know what places they get in? Things that are wide open that don't have screens over them. It's a piece of mesh. We figured this out like 100 years ago. What is wrong with the British, the Irish?